Good with his weak foot, good with his strong foot, great aerial threat, currently in absolute amazing form, under 28-year-old and costing less than £15 million. Sounds too good to be true? Well, guess what? No, it's not. Let me introduce you to Marcus Thuram. Hello and welcome to Planet Faz. Hope you are all doing well. I bring you another video of Manchester United's January transfer talk, and this time we are looking into Marcus Thuram, who is heavily linked with Manchester United. We are also linked with João Felix, but there's been a lot of noise around this player. Marcus Thuram, who was born in Italy, plays for France and currently playing at Borussia Mönchengladbach. The 25-year-old's father, Lilian Thuram, who won the World Cup in 1998 with France and also won the Euros. Clearly, he has world-class DNA in him. Let's get into some more details of Marcus Thuram. To start off with, currently, he's been Mönchengladbach's best player since the last 7 years. He's played 17 games with 13 goals, 4 assists, and he's really clanging and banging this season. He's had a bad injury last season with an MCL tear in his right knee, which is somewhat of a concern for me, but he's clearly come back stronger. He's clearly come back proving a point, and he's firing, and we need someone who's currently in form. For a player that is in form and that has so many goal contributions in the current season, less than 15 million British pounds. It sounds too good to be true. But the thing is, his contract is up for renewal this summer, and he doesn't seem to be wanting to stay in Borussia Mönchengladbach. He wants to move to a top European club. And who better than Manchester United? The 25-year-old is really good in terms of technicality. He's really good in terms of assists. He has a great eye for goal. He's good with his weak foot. He's good with his right foot. He's good in the air as well, giving a lot of aerial threat. And you guys know me, I like aerial threat. We lack that at the moment. Even though we are scoring a couple goals here and there from corners and free kick, I do want a player that can be more of an aerial threat for Manchester United. His height is at 6'3", and he is blisteringly fast, with the top speed recording at around 35 kilometers an hour, which is one of the highest in Bundesliga as well. In comparison to Martial, who's our current number 9, whose top speed is recorded around 33 kilometers an hour. So he is really fast for his size. On top of that, there are a lot of people in football who have had some great quotes to say about Marcus Thuram. Felipe from the INF Academy, who has said that he's really good with his feet. He's really good technically as well. When he was younger in the academy, he was outshining the talented boys within the academy. Even though he was so big and tall for his age, he showed a lot of skill and talent on the pitch. Bundesliga legend Luther as well has said a lot of positive things about this guy. He said this type of player shouldn't really be in Borussia Mönchengladbach. He should be playing at the top tier football clubs in Europe. But if he stays in Mönchengladbach, he could create history with them. Marcus Thuram has had some silverware himself, winning the Under-19 European Championship with France as well. And he was in the squad for 2021, who won the UEFA Nations League Cup as well. Now, how would he work out in a Ten Hag system? If you ask me, we are linked with João Felix, but I personally don't really want false nine football. I kind of do want a player that will stay in the middle. And Marcus Thuram is that player, if you ask me, especially for the money that we have available to spend. There's barely 20 million to spend in the bank, and a player around, 12 million pound is a very low risk and could be high reward. If you ask me, if Marcus Thuram could come in and give us, 7 to 10 GA, I'm taking it. Why not? Thuram currently is, having a goal contribution in every game for Mönchengladbach. And I'm not disrespecting the Bundesliga at all. I know there are some fans that do, but I'm not. Borussia Mönchengladbach is 8th in the league in Bundesliga, and Thuram has been a pivotal and key player for them, being their top scorer this season, scoring a goal or providing an assist in almost every game. 17 games, 17 goal contributions. That is ridiculous. I want to bring this player to Old Trafford. I want him. He is a central focal point player that could really benefit the likes of Bruno Fernandes, that could benefit the likes of Rashford, that could also benefit the likes of Anthony. And he doesn't seem to be wanting to stay in Borussia Mönchengladbach. He needs a focal point kind of striker player in the middle to link up with, to really shine through and bring his skills to the game. To look at how Ten Hag could benefit from this as well. I mean, I've said it from early on. I kind of want Manchester United to go and find the hidden gems in football, and Marcus Thuram could be that player. He could be that hidden gem. It's not always that we need to go and bring that marquee signing, that a huge 80, 90, 100 million pound player to come in and give us the goals. What if Marcus Thuram works out really well? And I say this because look at how Ten Hag found Lisandro Martinez and brought him into Ajax, now into Manchester United. He identified Malacia for a £15 million deal as well and brought him into Manchester United. And look how Malacia has been performing. If you ask me, Malacia has been having a decent season so far. You look at Martinez, who's been one of our best players, if not the best player this season for us as well. I think Ten Hag could do something with Marcus Thuram. Him being a player who really takes his football. Marcus Thuram being a player who comes from a background of upper echelon football, of World Cup winning DNA. I think there is a player in there for Ten Hag to bring out and really work with and add to this front line of Manchester United. Plus, on top of that, his injury record isn't that bad. Obviously, he's had that MCL tear last season. He's missed a good few games, about 10-11 games last season for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but he's gone and rectified it. He's gone and looked at it and sorted it out, and he's firing this season. Listen, I don't really know how I can debate about a player who is currently in form. He is really firing, and he could be that option who can come in and give us a lot of important goals and assists coming forward. We've got a lot of hard games to play. Man City, Arsenal away, Crystal Palace, Barcelona pending as well in the Europa League. If you ask me, there are loads of games for this player to get involved in, be as an impactful player from the bench, be starting a couple cup games. I like him and I would want him to come to Old Trafford. He's also not going to break the bank. He's also not going to come in at high wages. An important point to add to all of this as well is Benny McCarthy. Look at the magic he's doing with Marcus Rashford, and imagine what Benny McCarthy could do with Marcus Thuram as well, being that focal point player. And I think this has a lot of positives. This whole thing around Marcus Thuram ticks a lot of boxes for me. I would love to know though what you think. By the way, to let you all know, in 2022, I did not miss one game at Old Trafford. That's correct. I have been to every single home game at Old Trafford, whether that be the men's game, the women's game, and the youth games. And I really want to thank you all for the continued support. And if you want to continue to support me, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also become a member. Membership is actually cheaper than a cup of tea, and it helps the channel massively. I cannot emphasize. And he doesn't seem to be wanting to stay in Borussia Mönchengladbach. He wants some hack football. The forwards always are trying to make line-breaking runs, whether that be Rashford or Garnacho or even Martial, dragging defenders with them, giving defenders a hard time. And Thuram could add to this as well. The Premier League has a lot of tall, strong centre-backs, and who better to come in there than a 6'3" striker himself, who's also very technical in tight spots. He also has the signature celebration with the corner flag that he does for Mönchengladbach, and I'm sure the fans at Old Trafford would love that as well. I know I personally would when I go to the games. I think currently this couldn't be a better time for Marcus Thuram to come into Manchester United. The finances are checked, the size, the speed, the technicality, the eye for a goal, the assists, the ability to bring others into play. He's got a great touch, lot of tick, and low risk, and there could be a high reward. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this transfer. Are you happy? Would you consider going for him? Would you consider going for someone else? Do you want me to go and talk about a different striker? If so, comment down below and let me know. Make sure to check out my social media as well. And I do regular live streams as well. And you could join the live stream and have a conversation with me about players that you may want to see in Manchester United. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you get notified when I go live. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Peace, love, and guidance. I'm out.